everybody. This is our very first live video. We have never done this before. We're really excited that you are here. Nate's especially excited, but we took some tips from our friends Jen and Kyle over at Red, White, and Bethune. And they always talk about how much they've really loved live videos. And so we thought, well, why not give it a shot? Yeah. So this video has replaced our regular Sunday video, but we will have our regular Sunday video up next week on Sunday at what time?
6 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Eastern time. So you will be able to see those videos. Speaking of videos, can we talk really quickly about some videos that we see happening in the foreseeable future that we're excited about?
Yeah. I know we've been wanting to do a what to look for when buying a used RV.
Yeah. Hi, Ross.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah, so we're definitely interested in doing a little bit more information type videos. So we definitely want to do what to look for when you're looking for a used RV. What was a few other things? Oh, I wanted to do some videos on just like tips and tricks for getting into places where you may have a more difficult time. I've utilized a few awesome resources over the last couple months, and I'm really excited to kind of share those with you guys because I feel like it could be really, really beneficial. So I'm looking forward to doing a video about that, or maybe I'll do a live video. I don't really know exactly.
Yeah, listen to Christian on that one. Don't listen to me. I just drive and show up.
I absolutely love planning trips. I think it's just like this mixture of my personality along with the just hyper focus that I have been very blessed with, that I love planning a trip. So I would love to share with you guys like some of my favorite websites that I've used and some of like the things that I've learned along the way. So that's kind of what we have coming up. We are going to be heading. Where are we going?
When? I don't know. What are you talking about?
Where are our travels taking us?
Oh, we're going to go west.
We are going to go west. And that will probably happen at the end of March. We will be beginning our destination westward. I'm really excited because we were able to book some spots in Yellowstone because a lot of places are just now opening up, and we're going to take advantage of the fact that there's not a lot of international tourism right now. So we wanted to kind of go and do that again. We did Yellowstone and Tetons our first year.
Yeah. But it was our first year of travel. We didn't really know how to travel full time. Mm-hmm. And so we kind of blazed through a lot of those spots.
Right. Hey, Ross.
Ross.
Yeah. So Ross, I wanted to let you know that if you're looking for availability in Florida right now, I utilize a website, and they have been kind enough to offer a few giveaway opportunities coming up in the next couple months. But it's a company called CampNab, and it's CAMP as in Paul, NAB with a B.com. And CampNab, you can pay to have places scanned for reservations. So you can put in your specifications, and then you can submit, and it will send out an alert so that when a reservation does come available, you can grab it pretty quickly. So campnab.com is who I love to use. I know a lot of people have used Wandering Labs before, and I've used them in the past, and that's WANDERING labs.com. But the thing that I really love about CampNab, and I'll talk about this in the coming months, the website itself is incredibly user-friendly. I think that it's got an awesome just user interface, and I love it. So that's usually what I choose to go to. So yeah, I'm really excited to be heading out to the Yellowstone Pacific Northwest area again. We did it our first year.
And it's by far one of our favorite areas of the country. But our plans for last year got canceled, obviously, and so we're excited to head back out.
Now, I will tell you, I feel like this last year, even though our plans were canceled, it was still a win because I thought we would have never really explored Michigan in the way that we did had our out west travels not been canceled. So while I think that it was, kind of crappy, I absolutely loved Michigan. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to Michigan before. But Michigan, I think, is probably one of the best kept secrets. It is stunning and I love it. Ross, yeah, I will totally send you a link for Camp Nab. I look forward to educating a little bit more on it because I think that it's an awesome benefit. Tonight, I did want to talk with you guys a little bit about just some of the things that we've learned over the last 5 years of full-time travel. One thing that I think we've noticed is how the specifications of what we look for in an RV have changed throughout the years. Mm-hmm. So for our first RV, what were some of the things that we were really looking for?
It was
bunkhouse, because we
floor plan. That was it.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even know about like tank sizes or anything. Yeah. Like we had no clue that like we were going to be limited on what we were able to do because of our tank sizes. So if you're watching this and you're talking to yourself about full-time travel and you're thinking only about floor plan, let me just tell you that there are so many other things to consider. And I wish that we would have considered that in our first rig. So for our second rig, I think the things that we were focused on was mobility, because we were traveling really quickly.
Yeah, like every 4 days. So, yeah, at least we have a black tank. Yes, that is right. We do have regular RV toilets and black tank, which is what Kyle and Jen from Red, White, and Bethune, they've got a funny cassette toilet story, if you haven't heard it.
So with our third RV, there was actually by our third RV, we had like a vision board on what we were looking for in our RV. Do you remember that vision board?
I do. And we checked off everything.
We did no, not everything. Almost everything. It's just missing one thing.
What's that?
Solar.
Oh, yeah.
Solar. I think we definitely need to dedicate ourselves to some solar this year. So some of the things, though, that we were looking for in this RV were so specific, all the way down to the color of the truck. True or false?
Very true.
We knew exactly what we want. And the one thing that I think we didn't really take into consideration with all the other RVs that we did with this one was full washer dryer connections.
I mean, that is something that could be added, but that's a big add. But we got one with the hookups, and then we acquired a washer and dryer.
It has been like, I don't even know what we were thinking, traveling with 2 young children without a washer and dryer. Like, do you agree?
I wholeheartedly agree. We were doing
dumb. We were dumb.
laundromats, once a week. And, while I could see some larger RV families utilizing laundromats totally, because the washer dryer takes up more space. And then also you can get all of your laundry done in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I can totally see that. But honestly, for as game-changing as it has been in the short amount of time that we have had it, because we haven't even had it a full year yet, I see so many of the benefits of having that. And so if you're considering just things that you may want to add into your RV, if you are a mom and you have any amount of children, it doesn't even matter. I think everyone needs a full washer dryer.
Or if you're a dad.
Well, I mean, he does too. I'm really sorry about that.
I mean, it's so easy because it goes from the wash cycle to the dry cycle, like automatically. And so if you do 1 load a day, you're on top of everything.
Hello, Nathan and Tessie. It's nice to have you on. Yeah. We also see that you are living your journey, and we are too. So, hello.
Yeah, you sound like full-time RVers.
Exactly. I also want to add that we're really excited about Yellowstone. And so, Stacy, if you have any suggestions on places where we should go, people we should see, things we should do, food we should eat, you should definitely let us know.
We already have reservations, but maybe your suggestion's better. I don't know.
Yeah. I also would love to add that as we're kind of making our reservations and we're sort of planning out our westward travels, I would love to know from you guys if you feel like it would be beneficial to maybe hop on a few live videos where I sort of like share my computer screen and show you guys some of the things that I do to get my reservations done. Some of the websites that I use, sort of my process. If you think that that would be really beneficial for you, definitely let me know. Okay, so like I cannot wait because we've done this whole Yellowstone thing before. And so this is kind of our first, well, this is our second time going back, but this is our first time really experiencing it because we were so new. We were so new. So
we gave Yellowstone 1 week and we hiked 5 days out of the 7 days we were insane. There. I got altitude sickness.
He got out. So we're driving through Yellowstone, and he's like, "I don't feel so good," and I'm thinking, okay, like we have 2 young kids. He's probably just tired. Like we've been running around, and literally this guy was down for like 3 days with altitude sickness.
It felt like I was hungover for 3 days.
Yeah, he was like not good. So I ended up like. Basically, we didn't really get to see anything. So we are really, really excited. Also, I don't know if you've heard, but I'm going to help Jen Bethune with her planning because the Bethune family of Red, White, and Bethune, they're actually going to be caravanning with us out west. And I'm really excited about it. So, yes, I'm really, really, really excited to help her learn how to plan or help teach her how to plan. Okay, so kind of going along the lines of other things that we didn't really know that we needed in our fifth wheel. Is there anything else that you think is beneficial for people to know?
In terms of the washer and dryer?
No, other things, just things that we weren't thinking of. Like, I feel like we were looking by our third RV, we were looking at things like cargo capacity.
Yeah. So as full timers, you bring on a lot of stuff. Like even just clothes weigh a ton. You'd be surprised how much clothes weigh. And so you really need a rig that's going to be able to comfortably carry all of your stuff. And when I say comfortably, I'm talking about specific weights. Mm-hmm. Because once you've got your necessities on, like, are you just going to travel around with necessities, or are you going to carry like a surfboard or a kayak or bikes? And all that stuff adds up really quick.
Clothes weigh so much, you guys. Clothes weigh so much. Whew.
And then your kids are going to collect rocks. They're going to collect so many rocks.
Those kids. Those terrible little kids and their rocks.
Their rock collections. Have you ever seen, what's the name of the
Long Trailer with Lucille Ball and okay, I am Lucy.
That's like the story of our first year of traveling. It was super stressful, and she's collecting all these rocks and hiding them all over the RV. I'm wondering why there's so much weight.
But you know what, though? We made it. But that's why we didn't get to enjoy our first year of travel. And it's funny because I feel like that's been our whole focus for the last like month, is just kind of talking about like how difficult that first year was, how many roadblocks we had, how many just like lessons that had to be learned. So I think that there is just so much to be said. So I just really want to highlight really quickly, Christina is actually thinking about these things. So Christina, you're already ahead of the game. You should be really, really proud, because I think that if you can find a fifth wheel that's got the appropriate cargo capacity and holding tanks and storage space, I think you will be so happy that you did, because our first fifth wheel had a great floor plan.
It had an awesome floor plan. It had one of the side patios. I mean, it was an eye catcher. It just couldn't hold anything.
No, it couldn't. Yeah. And it was obvious that we were going to have to make a change. And to be honest with you, I loved our first fifth wheel. And if you guys are interested in checking out the video where we actually show our first fifth wheel, I can post it in the comments when we're done, because I think that some people, I mean, our first fifth wheel was awesome, but it just, it didn't work out. It did not work out. So I'm really excited that we're going to be kind of doing how much. I feel like we're going to be replicating quite a bit of our first year of travel, right?
Yeah, and we haven't really talked about it, but I think what it's essentially going to be doing is just, we're going to be taking a second chance at this thing. We're going to be taking a mulligan on the West Coast and seeing all the same things, but really diving in and exploring them more. If
I could give anyone any like singular suggestion when it comes to planning your trips, I really suggest staying on either one coast or the other for at least 2 years. There are some people who have been fine with doing a lot of cross-country travel, but what we have found is that by staying in one region, either the north or the east, it gives us the opportunity to kind of experience the region a little bit better, because things are so seasonal. So for instance, when we're heading up to Yellowstone, you don't want to get there too late in the season, and you don't want to get there too early in the season. So by staggering your trip in that way, it will help quite a bit.
Yeah, normally when we go visit the West Coast, we have to quickly shoot back east for the winter. So the goal is to try and stay out west over the winter this next year. And that, there's some cool things that we have planned so far. And we're not going to say it yet because it hasn't.
Sage, come here. Have you guys seen Sage lately?
We haven't finalized everything, but we want to stay out west. And there could be some cool stuff coming up that we'll let you guys know about.
We're really excited about it. Okay, so look. So here we have Sage. You guys, say hi, Sage. Sage is doing so well. She is in lesson number 2 of her service dog training. She went to her first outing today with Nate.
Yeah, I took her into Publix, which is a grocery store chain here in Florida, and she did so good.
She did. She did good. Do you see yourself? Do you see yourself? She's like, look, what? Oh my God, she sees herself. Who is that? Speaking of dogs, we were hanging out with Jen and Kyle, and they have 4 dogs. 4 dogs. And I was thinking to myself, man, this one dog is quite a bit of work. I don't know if I could do 4.
But they do it.
But they do it, and they do it really well. And they've got some really well-behaved dogs.
If you haven't seen the tour of their RV, it's a few videos back.
Yep, it's their bus.
And we'll share the link.
Yes. All right, well, listen, we're going to go ahead. Thank you so much, Christina. She is absolutely adorable, and we love her. Jen says that she would not suggest 4 dogs, even if it is a great idea. All right, you guys, we are going to go ahead and end this live video. I'm really excited to have chatted with you guys.
Let us know what you thought about the live video, because this is a new thing. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to maybe expanding upon this and getting some more special topics that we can do some live videos on. And yeah, if you have not hit subscribe yet, please go ahead and do that. You don't have to hit a like on this video, because my friends told me that I can't keep live videos up on YouTube or it messes up the algorithm. So we'll be taking this one down.
Oh.
So if you want to watch a live broadcast, you got to be on a live broadcast. All right. I will see you guys later, and I hope you guys have an awesome Sunday. Bye.